My eyes are gonna be closed for a bit so I can censor our connection better because I exactly see you who I'm talking to energetically. So, okay, you all guys are authorities yourself. You've created yourself till this very moment. You know your stuff, you've got a pretty solid ground within you, and I have no intention in telling you that there is something wrong with you whatsoever. However, there are certain things in life that are meant to be experienced in an altered state, in a state of altered ego. And what I mean by that, okay, now I can open my eyes. What I mean by that, as I said, you've created yourself till this very moment. You kind of decided for yourself that, okay, life works for me this way. Like, I can influence this, I cannot influence that, and somehow you've managed your way to the top of whatever is going on in your life, in your company, in your family, in your relationships. And there are things in life, as I said, that are meant to have you transform who you think you are. And I'm talking about such things as love, vulnerability, honesty, something not at first sight tangible, but when you get to experience it, it is pretty tangible. And I'm truly grateful to all of you for finding your way into this message. And to be honest, I'm sensing it pretty like here offline, like I can see you. And what I want you to feel from me is that I am completely being transparent with you about who I am, about my intentions. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a preacher. I am a woman who has her way of life differently. Sorry, I've seen the message that popped up on my phone. I'm so sorry. And this way of being different from other people has made me be here and be so courageous to deliver this difference that I experience as I am in this life. Yeah, I'm going too theoretical. I'm sorry. Okay, let's cut the crap. I am pure aware of how I'm feeling in the moment, and I want you to dare to assume that everything that you know so far about yourself, about this life, is no longer true. I'm not telling there's something wrong with you. Please get me here. I am different, and God has made me different to help strong visionaries, leaders to make their way into love, into masterpiece creations, whatever it is, relationships or businesses, I don't care. And what made me different is hypersensitivity and hyper self awareness, which probably you could guess comes from trauma. But every trauma has two ends, right? Opposite sides. And my life path has made me learn how to alchemize pain, adversity into a blessing. And this blessing, which I would call love and transparent, honesty, let's say honesty, these things require you to ditch who you think you are and to connect to who you truly are, which is a wild flow of energy. Why I'm saying wild, because if you think of often like oh my god, I forgot the word, waterfall, it is wild. Why is it wild? Because you can't control it, you can't influence it, you can't make it do things you want, and this is your energy. And if you are capable of tapping into this life force within you as a waterfall, you are unlocking this wildness, this pure creative energy, pure honesty that is helping you to connect to the world in a way where you are creating fucking great stuff that your mind, your self perception would never ever allow you to create. Kanye West, I'm pretty sure you all know about him, who he is, and I don't care whether you judge him or you admire him, he is wild. He is connected to this waterfall flow of energy that I'm talking about now. And he's managed to influence millions of people through his art creation. Isn't that the point of life? To influence the world in the most authentic way? Because you can say, yeah, like I'm here to be happy, or I'm here just like to be content and then share with the world. Yeah, but you're all here. At some point, you've managed to be happy and content, more or less. And the next step in your evolution, your personal evolution, in your business evolution, is to be influencing more people with your vision. But your true vision comes not from your mind, but rather from your wild nature. And this, what's the word? I forgot. Untamed? Sorry, I'm just, yeah. This waterfall energy in you, it is so scary for the mind. You are literally afraid of loving millions of people through your actions, through your creation. And that's how God made me different. I am this wild force from my very childhood. I've been through things that humans consider to be terrible. I've been sexually abused as a child. I didn't have my parents. I was homeless for a while. And all of these circumstances were created by my higher intelligence. I'm not sure if you know about these things, that you as a soul has this plan and that you picked some lessons to unlearn the truth, unlearn your ego, unlearn your story, and to tap into who you truly are. And why I'm telling you all of this, at some point in my life I raised my awareness to the extent where I didn't theoretically believe this story. I literally had to go through this concept. Like, if it's true that I've planned my own rape when I was 8, like, what the fuck? And I've experienced it as the truth. And when I opened my heart, when I opened my mind, when I let go of the story, how victimized I am, and actually felt this waterfall behind the circumstances, fuck, guys, my life has fucking changed forever. I started being healthier, more content, my finances went up the hill, and I'm different in a way that I'm really courageous, and I jump right to the tornado of whatever it is, and I find the truth. I find the calm in there. And this crazy waterfall within me, I learned how to ride it, how to ride a wave without controlling it, because control is a byproduct of your mind, of your ego. And that's what I told you at the beginning of this speech, is that you gotta be willing to detach from what you think is possible, from what you think you are, from how life works, in order to become this expansive, new, influential, creative version of who you are. And I could give you millions of carrots, like the one that a donkey has in front of it, for your mind, why you need to go to this, why you need to jump into this uncertainty, into this waterfall energy within you. But that would be so not um, fair from my side to do to you, because then I'm just stimulating, I'm faking your motivation to go in there. But since you're still here watching, you're feeling something. And my difference, like the way I am different, I am pure with my intention. I believe 100% what I'm telling you, because that's my experience. It's not a concept for me. And I'm fucking dying to actually have you see the world and yourself the way I see it when I'm connected to who I truly am. Because my true who I truly am equals who you truly are. It's the same higher intelligence. It is love. It is honesty. And I don't know what this pure energy wants to create in this lifetime as you. I know what I'm here to create. I'm here to lead with my example of being courageous, of being so equipped to go into the uncertainty, to surrender to it, to learn my way back from uncertainty to creating certainty without control. And fuck, life is like the biggest gift is possible to receive, to be received. And I want you to go with me down the rabbit hole, and we're gonna do a practice right now with you here. So I've kind of gave some things to play with to your mind, and now we're gonna jump right into it. So please close your eyes. And I just want you to observe your body as you're sitting where you are from a side. Nothing else. You don't alter your breath, nothing. You're just observing yourself from a side. I'm doing the same, so through mirror neurons, you're gonna do it pretty much easily if you haven't trained yourself to be an observer yet. So it's okay. You just observe yourself from a side. You can't help but wonder, how is this body even breathing? And you start noticing how your chest moves on its own with the air flowing in and out. And you're just observing this amazing human being without judging or evaluating or whatever. No thoughts, just an observation. And from this viewpoint, you start to observe the one who observes you. So that's the third point of attention is created. And you are observing pure energy that is observing the body that sits and just minds her own business. And from that place, you just make an assumption that there is nothing real in what you see right now. And with this assumption, you're just going nowhere in a pure nothingness of all. You see nothing, it's just black space, infinitely expansive. And you allow yourself to wander with your focus of attention to infinity up. You're searching for something while going up, but it's nothing but pure consciousness, nothingness in the up. To the left, you are looking to the left, and there is nothing in there, and there is infinity of nothingness. And you're just going forward, and there's nothing. And there is this beautiful, beautiful nothingness. And you, at the same time, allow yourself to notice how your chest and shoulders dropped, how your body relaxed. Then you're exploring nothingness to the right, and you are searching for something in nothingness. And it is so amazing that nothing is found, and you just are. You're alive and you are nothing. Any thought that might occur in your head is just nothing, and you dissolve it in the pure nothingness. This vibrating silence is so beautiful. And from that place, you are asking yourself this question: how does love feel? I am determined to feel love in the nothingness. I am determined with all my senses observe love frequency. How does love feel in my body? And you just say these words: I don't know anything about love. I create love right here and right now in this pure space, and I allow it to speak through me. Every cell in my body is made out of this energy, and now I know how it feels. From that place, you open up your eyes a little bit without losing this contact with the silent yet profound sensation of love. And I want you to decide for yourself that for the rest of the day after this practice is made, you gonna observe your life and yourself from this place of alignment with who you truly are. You're not gonna jump into conclusions and previous thoughts of who you thought you were, and you would allow this momentum to happen, to redefine your personality, and to allow this higher intelligence that you've tapped into to tell you who you truly are, to show you what you're here to create. And ask yourself this question now within: what would love, as in name your name, what would love as Apollinaria do today? please share in the comments how you felt in that space of nothingness, how you are feeling now, and what has shifted for you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. That would be my honor to answer. And thank you so much for choosing to be with me in this lifetime and share this amazing human life. Thank you.